Welcome, 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 my friend. Welcome to my craft room. If we haven't met before, my name is Liz, and today we are going to have some crafty fun for Christmas. I don't know about you, but I know that Christmas comes and I think, oh my goodness, I didn't get all my cards made. So this year, I'm determined to have Christmas cards ready so my friends and family get a beautiful handmade card. Let's flip the screen and let's do some crafting together. Okay, so we are live and I can see your comments. Drop me a line, ask a question, and let's have some crafty fun together. So, this is a beautiful card created with some of the products that are in the warehouse clearance. Now, this is from the Oh Holy Night collection, which was released a couple of years ago. Lee, good to see you, and you're saying it's beautiful. Oh, let's have some fun creating for Christmas. And if this is something that you like and you haven't got already, I want to make sure that you are aware that you can save up to 70% on this collection. So let's have some crafty fun together. Tina, it's good to see you. Kathy, it's good to see you. Mary, Julie, it's awesome for you all to be joining. So let's start making these poinsettias. We have stamped. Now I'm using Memento inks today. For those of you who know me, I often use the archival inks, but I wanted to change it up and we are using all Memento inks. So I have stamped in the Ladybug. Now this is the poinsettia that I'm using, the Christmas poinsettia and holly. And there is the stamp, the die, and the mould, which does all the magical shaping. Right. Julie, you're saying the card is so beautiful. And it's so good to see everyone joining. Irene, you're in Oregon. Anna, it's good to see you. So we have stamped in the Ladybug. But what I'm going to do is, you can see with this one, I've got some greens and yellows. Now, I don't know about you, but the poinsettia leaves, when you look at them, they're not just red. So I'm just going to do a circular motion in the center with some cantaloupe. So this is what I was using, the cantaloupe. And then I'm going to come in with my bamboo leaves. And I'm just going to be very random. So I'm going to put some green on the tip, on the sides, wherever the feeling takes you. And you don't have to put it on every single petal either. So the next thing to do is to come back in with that ladybud. Cheryl, you say you love this poinsettia, but you think this one is your favourite. Do you know, Cheryl, I think that I might agree with you. It is definitely one of my go-tos. The lovely thing about Heartfelt is there's been a few poinsettias over the years, and they're all different sizes and different shapes and things. So if you are a very fortunate crafter and have all of them, then they can work together and you can use the sizes together and you can mix and match the different flowers, and you can do some variated colors. You know, poinsettias aren't just red. Deborah, you're saying you enjoy shaped easel cards for Christmas cards particularly. Oh, yes, they just add a little something, don't they? So the next thing I've done is I've stamped the holly. And I've stamped this in bamboo leaves. Now, friends, those of you who know me and know me well, know I always reach for the leaf green. So I'm doing something different today. Now, the leaf green would work, you know, whatever your favourite green is, it would absolutely work. These are your flowers, your leaves, so whatever you absolutely love. But these are the ones that I'm using today. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm just going to lay the coordinating dies down, and then we'd run those through the die cutting machine. And then if I just move those out of the way, I can bring in the next step. So you can see that they come out the die cutting machine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some more red around the edge. So I'm just going to come back in and I'm just going to blend some more red around the edge. Now, because of the shape of the daubers, you get that beautiful variegated blending on the leaf as well, so it really makes it quick and easy to do, like so. Okay, let me put the lid on there, and then all we're going to do is I'm going to take my mould, and for those of you who've got the shaping moulds for any of the flowers, you know that this is where the magic happens. So I'm going to turn them upside down, and I'd put the holly in as well, so we'd run that through the die cutting machine, and then they'll come out, and you can see, let me see if I can bring this up, you can see that shaping on that leaf, on those flowers, that I wouldn't be able to get with my tool. Could absolutely shape these with the tools, the hand tools. You just get a different flower. Look, that's okay, and that's okay. So that's the holly as that comes out. There we go, see if I can twist it round. And all we're going to do is I'm going to take my tool and I'm just going to press down into the center to bring those petals up like so. And then I'm going to take my glue and I'm just going to glue those two together so that they are interleaved like so. There we go. And then I have added into the centers some frills. So I'm going to bring in my tray and catch some of my frills. I don't know about you, but have you ever dropped a tub of frills? Oh my goodness, I was making some poinsettias this morning for a project for next week, and I dropped my frills everywhere over my desk. So that was interesting, but I was really pleased to have one of these because I just swept it all into one of these off my desk and put it back in the tub. But I was like, oh my goodness. Okay, so all we're going to do is tip that off and we have our flower good to go. Right, so those are our flowers and our leaves. Throw me some hearts if you love these poinsettias too. So let's now make the card. So shaped cards, if you know me, are one of my favourite things, along with boxes, to create. And what we're going to use for this is the Noel ornament die, and he's got all these beautiful pieces, and I'm using the Oh Holy Night stamp and die, and we're going to use these gorgeous little angels in this one. So these are in the warehouse clearance and you can save up to 70%. The savings depends upon how many items you actually put into your cart. And I don't know if you've heard, but there is a free die with $100 purchase for the month of July. So don't miss out. If there is something that you are looking for, then don't miss out and add a die into your basket and you'll get that for free. It goes through automatically at checkout. So to make the shaped card, we are going to take a folded piece of card and the outer die. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut this. Now, I wanted to show you, for this particular one, I've cut it a lot further down than here so that it has some more stability. So I'm looking at cutting along that fold just underneath this line here. This makes it not have the strength. I mean, it works absolutely, but it just doesn't have that same strength as cutting it over a fold there. Right, so Deborah, you're asking about the difference between archival and memento inks. So archival are permanent inks. Those are as good as the StazOns, and the memento inks, they're more water-based inks, so you would be able to use the colours differently with them. So the choice is yours. It depends what you're looking for and what result you're wanting. Okay, so we have cut the card, excuse me, and I've folded this top piece in half like so. And the next thing I'm going to do is, from a paper pad, I'm going to cut 2 more of that larger outer die, and I've gone around the edge in Danube blue. Now this paper is actually from last month's release. We don't have any of the papers left, obviously, from the Oh Holy Night collection. So I was like, well, what can work? And I was going through all the paper pads, and do you know, there was quite a lot of things that could work, but I ended up using the festive Christmas paper collection for this. Now, I am going to then cut, using the smaller die and the inner piece, a piece of white card, and we're just going to glitter it. And this one is going to go on the base, and then we're going to take the gorgeous twirly piece, which cuts these gorgeous holly twirls and swirls, and I've glittered the holly and the swirls. So this is going to go onto the top, and I'm just going to glue that down like so. So we'll just glue that one down. There we go. And then we will put this one on the bottom here. So when you're creating an easel card, we have part of, or a shaped card, your fold is not where the edge of the die was. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn that over, and I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to trim it off so it fits. Okay, let's get rid of this piece like so. So that will now fit perfectly in place along the bottom of the card. So let's glue that in place, and then we can put that beautiful decorative piece down too. Joyce, you're saying you love making ornaments. My goodness, have you seen this month's release? I'm thinking it's June still, but it's July, isn't it? So have you seen the collection that's coming of the ornaments? Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. Kathy, I'm so glad that you're here too, my friend. So we're going to have to do the same with this piece. So because this is smaller and we've got a border, I'm just going to trim that down so that that continues like so, and we will just glue that on the bottom too. So my friend, tell me, have you started making your Christmas projects yet? I don't know about you, but I usually leave it really to the last minute, and I don't always get all of my cards made. So I'm excited to have crafted with last month's Christmas collection, crafting with this, and to be able to craft with the collection that's coming up next month, because that means I've got 6 of my cards already made, which is super good for me at this time of year. We all have a different journey and we all have different time available to ourselves, so don't put too much pressure on yourself, but we've got that sorted. Right, now then, the next thing that I want to do is to add this piece to the top. Now I would normally cut another piece, and I just don't have it on my desk. I've either forgotten to cut it or I've misplaced it. So I'm just going to cut one of that card apart that I was using earlier, and I'm just going to glue this onto there because I don't want the back on it. Now I don't know about you, I use the back of my images because no one's going to see it apart from you, to when I'm colouring from my dauber, just to stamp off some colour rather than waste some paper and things. I do that, so that's why that's on the back there. Nobody sees what's on the back there, but I definitely wouldn't want a stripy piece of paper on the back of this card. So I'm just going to put a white die cut onto the back there. There we go. I see, only you know that that was from a shaped card that I've just cut apart. Okay. Eline, my friend, I totally understand. Make sure you catch us on the replay, and I'm so glad you joined us. You got this set and started with it, and your poinsettias a few days. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Make sure to drop your projects into the Facebook group so we can see them. And that goes for everyone. It's so amazing to see how everyone creates. And we inspire each other. I see some things in there, I think, oh my goodness, what a fantastic idea, and want to create it too. So, okay. So the next thing we're going to do is just add our flowers and our little decor. Now, I've cut another piece of this, and I've cut all the decorative off, gone round the outside edge with the Danube blue. And when we released this, we did have curved sentiments, and I wanted to show you, because obviously we don't have those anymore, how the sentiments from last month's release would work with this. So that is just a straight sentiment on a curve, and I have put a 3D double dot on the back. So we'll just add some glue to there and some glue onto the edges like so, and we're just going to glue that on there so that we have a curve. We're going to give it a little bit of shape there, and that dot in the middle just gives it some stability. Okay, right, let's add our flowers. So let me bring my flowers in, and we're going to go for one of the larger ones and one of the smaller ones at the top and the bottom. And then we've got these gorgeous angels, and these have been coloured with the Danube blue. Now, I know these are coloured, but I want to show you, if you just colour from here, it blends the colour, and also from here it blends the colour. So that's how I got that shading. And the top, the hair is just coloured with the yellow, very, very gently. And then you can see that I've added some glitter onto those little angel halos and trumpets. So what I used was lion's mane. Now, you may have some other gold glitter, and that's great, but this is what I've used because I know people ask. So we've got those three, and then we're just going to add our flowers. So let's decide. You can have a more upright ornament or a more shallow sloped ornament. So I'm going to put my flowers there, and I'm going to just then hot glue them in. So this card is coming together. We are nearly done, like so. And then I'm just going to bring in some of my holly, and you'll notice I didn't colour the berry in because it's going to be hidden. In fact, sometimes I just tear it off because I want it to go into my flowers just that little bit further. Okay, so let's pop these in like so. Here we go. Diane, it's good to see you, my friend. You're in Canada. Isn't it wonderful that so many people are from all over the world and we all come together to join in at the same time? There we go. So that's our nice little stopper. And what we're going to do now is I'll bring that further in, is I'm going to put my flowers on this side. So we'll just add those on, like so. And then we're just going to add in the holly and then add those angels to finish. Okay, so you can see that this is coming together nicely. Remember that these the ornament and the angels are in the clearance. So if it's something for you, if there's anything in the clearance section that is for you, you can save up to 70%, which is an amazing savings. Okay, so we're just going to put some glue on to here, and this comes over there just on an angle, and then we'll put this gorgeous young angel up here. In fact, we'll just tuck that one there, and then I'm going to place one just here so it nestles into those flowers when the card is shut, like so. So I've not glued the bottom of this one, I've glued at the side, and that's our card all done. So that's a Christmas card all ready for you. I hope you've enjoyed our crafting time together. It's one of my favourite things to do, as you know. I can't wait to see you next week. I'm looking for the dies. Have you seen the preview of the very last collection? Oh my goodness. These are beautiful. It's one not to be missed. If you haven't seen the preview of the holiday ornament collection, then make sure you head to the website and click on collections, and you will be able to see all the stamps, dies and the papers. My goodness. Friend, it's been amazing. Have a fabulous rest of your day, and I will see you again soon. Happy crafting. Bye.